Jaylen. Tony Jones from The Athletic. My question is, what's this summer been like for you to, just kind of handle mentally, emotionally, in terms of, just dealing with upheaval for the first time in your career? And, what's it like now that you kind of have some finality with your situation and that you can move forward?
Thank you. What's your name again? Tony Jones. Tony. First and foremost, thank you for having me, everybody. Thank you to Francis J. Community is very important to me, so I'm excited to be able to do here my first intro to Philadelphia. Thank you to the organization, and I appreciate everybody that's in the room. I'm excited to be here, and I'm looking forward to the journey. To answer your question, it's been a lot of emotions. You know what I mean? It's been a process. To be honest, I'm still processing to some degree. Just, one, the excitement of coming to a new city, new place, new expectations, new energy, then also leaving somewhere that you've been for a very, very long time. Like, I've been in Boston for 10 years. I'm 29 years old, so I was there a third of my life. I met some people, some lifelong friends, some people I'll still be connected to. But, in anything that starting something new, it's an end of something else. So it's just a process, just like everybody else has to deal with certain things. It's no different. But yeah, it's just been public, so that's the only difference.
Hey, Jaylen, back here in the middle. Hi, Gina Mizell from the Philadelphia Inquirer. Great to see you. You're obviously coming off a career season, and now you're joining a roster with a lot of expectations now going into this year. As you've gotten to know some of your new teammates and sort of gone through that sort of processing thing, just what do you feel like this team most needs from you, both on the court and off the court, especially with the championship experience that you bring?
I'm not sure completely yet. I think we'll figure out as time goes on, as we start to spend time with each other, get on the court, and have conversations, et cetera. But I'm excited to just be myself. I think that's one thing that I can promise the city and the organization and the coaching staff, that I'm gonna come in every single day and be myself, put my best foot forward, lead with my integrity, lead with my mentality, and lead with my capacity and my will to win. So we'll figure out the X's and O's and the ins and outs, but winning is the agenda. So that's the first thing that's on my mind.
Hi, Jaylen. Over here. Adam Aronson from Philly Voice. You've played against this team more than any other in your career. I'm curious, you sort of alluded to it, the process of not just turning the page on your 10 years in Boston, but sort of processing that this team that has been a rival of yours for so long is now where you're going to be. Just what has that sort of been like, and how have you sort of processed that aspect of it as someone who's competed against this team for so long?
Yeah, as someone who's competed against Philadelphia for a large amount of time, one thing I could say is the fan base here is incredible. Like, they really get behind the guys. It's one of the harder playing arenas to be in, with the intensity level, with the engagement. So with the fan, they just, you could tell that they love the city and the team here. So that's the first thing that you notice. And then other than that, the talent level, it's always been talented players that have come through Philadelphia since, I've been in the league, and this team now is no different. So being able to watch some of these guys from afar, Maxey and Bede, et cetera, and them developing their careers and even having a relationship with them even before I got here, it's nothing but respect. Some of the best players in the league have been in Philadelphia, and now we're just all coming together. So I'm looking forward to the journey.
Jaylen, right here. To your right, Pat Gallen from CBS. What has your communication been so far with members of the organization, Joel, Tyrese? I'm sure they've reached out to you, but what has that level of communication been? And who reached out first? Who was the first one to get in touch with you after the trade?
Damn, who was the first one? I'm not even sure. When it first got traded, I just threw my phone across the room. But who was first? It might have been Max. I think Max, he reached out to me first. He reached out and was like, I know it's a lot of stuff going on right now, but, we excited to have you and stuff like that. Maxey and VJ was probably around the same time. But I would say that. What was the other question you asked?
Just the level of communication.
Oh, yeah. We talk damn near every day almost. We got like group chats, multiple now, and we we all trying to figure this thing out. He's active in the group chat, so we just trying to all get on the same page. I think everybody, knows how, incredible the opportunity that we have, but we also got to put in the work. So, my focus is on that, putting in the work, earning the respect from the city, from the coaching staff, everything. Like, it take time, so I understand how that process of winning works. You got to build from the foundation and build up. You can't skip steps. So we're not skipping those steps. We started early.
Jaylen, in the back here to your left. Adam Himmelsbach with Boston Globe. You mentioned on your live stream that there was kind of communication from the Celtics during the process, but then something changed and you felt like there was kind of a lack of respect shown. What bothered you about how this all transpired?
The whole process. But to be honest, my mind is so focused on what's in front of me. To be honest, I'm moving on. Maybe one day you share the details of kind of how everything transpired and all the moving parts that took place in this. Obviously, it's a lot of speculation. I feel no need to chime in on it because I'm focused on what's in front of me.
And just aside from that aspect of it, how do you look back on your time as a Celtic?
I look back at the city of Boston, and I'm grateful. I've been able to develop as a man, as a human being there. Spent a lot of time in the community, a lot of time at universities, studying, learning, figuring out how to approach, how I wanted to go about my philanthropy, figure out how I wanted to approach, how to carry myself. A lot of my most important years, my most developmental years as a young man, I spent in Boston. I got there at 19, so I didn't do a 4-year degree because I left early. So I spent time, I got my degree in Boston in a sense. I spent time there. So the relationships are still there. The connection is still there. I'm looking forward to continuing my foundation work and as well as expanding it to Philadelphia. But, I'm very grateful for my experience, my tenure in Boston. 10 years is a perfect cycle, perfect number for, completion. So now we won a championship, and I have nothing but respect for the city of Boston. But now it's time to move forward a little bit.
Jaylen, Amy Fadul, NBC Sports Philadelphia, right here. A lot was made at the time of you being left off that Olympic roster, and you even spoke to how that kind of fueled you. Do you feel a similar sentiment after the trade, especially maybe when you're going to face the Celtics this year?
Say that one more time.
You're going to face them a couple times.
Yeah. I'm just one day at a time. That's all I got.
Jaylen, to your left, in the back. Over here. David Murphy with the Philadelphia Inquirer. You're coming into a situation where obviously Joel's been here for a long time. Tyrese is pretty well established. Then you've got, kind of the king coming over. The dynamics in terms of leadership, teammates, is that something that will need to be figured out? The question of kind of whose team is it?
Yeah, to be honest, it doesn't have to be anybody's team. It just needs to be based in respect and work. And that's kind of like my approach. I want to earn everybody respect and trust, which take time. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's a lot of guys with talent, it's egos. But to win, you got to be able to sacrifice. You got to be able to, have trust and communication. So I want to come in transparent. I want to come in with my agenda on the table. Look, this is what I'm here to do. This is what I want to do. I want to win. And we kind of can figure out how to, respectfully move around each other. But it takes a level of time to develop and earn respect from each other. But my approach has always been my work ethic. So like being the first to the gym, being in the film room, I'm looking forward to learning from LeBron. I'm looking forward to learning from all those guys. But, even LeBron, just everything that he's endured during his career on and off the floor, like one of my favorite things to do is learn. I can't wait to just soak up as much information as I can and apply it to myself.
And how would you characterize your relationship with Joel up until now, and what's the communication been like with you?
Joel, it's been good. Me and Joel have been friends throughout the years, had mutual respect. I know he loves soccer. I love soccer, so we talk about that a lot. and stuff like that. He reached out too when I got traded. He reached out the same day. You know, I talked to him on the phone. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to, you know, earning everybody's trust and respect, and grinding and impacting winning. That's what I've done my whole career. I plan on doing the same thing here.
Jaylen, right here. Back right over here. Paul Hudrick, Liberty Ballers. Welcome to Philly. You were a guy who was a high draft pick, but you came into a contending team in a very competitive situation. VJ Edgecombe is dealing with kind of the same thing. I guess, what allowed you to kind of have success in that environment, and what can you maybe pass along to him to help him as he kind of navigates that?
Yeah, I think VJ's in a similar situation than maybe that I was a couple years ago when we had like some of those rosters that were really like stacked with like a decent amount of talent. And I looked at it like a learning opportunity. You know what I mean? Some of those moments that I learned from back then with the players that I played with, Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward, Kemba Walker, et cetera. Some of that stuff I benefited from later in my career because I took the time to learn and talk to and watch their workouts and see their mentality and their approach, take things that they do well and add it to my game, and just keep an open mind. So, you know, I'm going to be in VJ's all year to just, like, learn and grow. You know, he's 21. He just turned 21. Just, you know, so he's got a bright future. You know, this could be a great opportunity for him to learn from a bunch of guys. And then also his talent level, you know, he's going to carve out space for himself just because his talent level alone. So I'm excited for VJ, and I'm a fan. He killed us in that series. It was a lot of the other guys we knew about, but he was the difference maker a lot of times when we played him in those series. So I'm a fan from afar for sure.
Bobby Manning, CLNS Media, over here. Jaylen, how would you characterize your relationship with Jason over the last year, Jason Tatum? And is that a partnership you both wanted to continue before the trade?
You know, we won a championship together. So anybody that you win a championship, you would think like that's what, you know, a brotherhood or a lifelong legacy would entail. Obviously, there's ups and downs in any type of relationship for sure. But on my end, it's nothing but respect. You know, besides when he plays the Sixers, you know, I hope he does well. You know, but other than that, you know, everything for me is just based in respect.
Have you guys been able to talk?
Not really.
Hey, Jaylen, in the middle, a little bit to your right. Jaylen, Kai Carlin, Sixers Wire. I just wanted to really follow up on the VJ question. I guess how much of it do you take it upon yourself to maybe be like a mentor to the younger guys, like a VJ or a LeBaron, Adem, Justin, these younger guys? Do you take that upon yourself at all to kind of be like a veteran mentor type of player for them?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I just, you know, come in with the mentality to, you know, come in with the mentality to impact winning and lead by example. You know, I'm not designating myself as nothing. You got to earn that with time and trust, and people gravitate naturally or they don't. But, you know, my focus is on winning. My focus is on, you know, leading by example, and you just go from there.
Hi, Jaylen. How are you? Welcome to
doing?
Philly. I'm Breland from Fox 29. I just wanted to ask you touched on it a little bit about why we are here, but I wanted to ask you about the setting for this press conference. It's very different from what we're used to as media members. Why was it important for you to be out in the community and really just start your career here in Philadelphia amongst the people?
Thank you. That's a great question. For me, like, and people who know my family and I, we are rooted in the community. That's where we hang our hat, is being able to affect other people's lives. I think we're very blessed. I think we've been able to help our own family and be able to, you know, kind of change the course of what our generation or our family name could possibly do. But we look forward to being able to impact others and being able to touch families and households that we may never get to see. So being here at Francis J is, you know, as I'm still getting to learn this community, you know, I just wanted to make it important that this was a important pillar in in my life and the community and the foundation. And as I'm getting started on a journey and embarking a journey here in Philadelphia, the introduction, the first impression is everything. So I just wanted to let people know in Philadelphia that this is something that's important to me. And my first introduction to the city through my press conference today, I think is just an example of that. So I'm happy to be here, and thank you to the community for allowing me to be here and hold my space here. But I'm looking forward to learning the community, meeting some people, like-minded individuals, and doing some work. So, that's what we're about.
That for me. Hi. Dan Gelson with the Associated Press. Jaylen, with so many traditional high-volume scorers on this team, I mean, you have scoring champions. You were fourth in the league last year. Do you feel you're going to have to change your approach to how you are going to score? Is there enough, the common question is there enough ball to go around for four guys who are used to scoring so much? Is there anything you feel like you'll have to do to adapt to so many teammates who can score?
My focus is winning. So, I mean, obviously, other people's focus may be scoring, and my focus is going into every practice, every meeting, every shoot around, every film session is like, how do we win night in and night out? So sometimes that may change, sometimes it may look different, but whatever it takes, at this point in my career, nothing else really moves me. Like, I don't care about the outside success. I never did. You know what I mean? I don't care about the MVP awards or the finals MVP. None of that stuff really moves me. It's nice, but the only thing that's gonna move me is doing something collectively. So a championship. So that's what I'm looking forward to, trying to start that journey and building towards. But, all the other stuff that comes along with it is just a distraction to me. Like, whatever it takes on a night-to-night basis, it's like whatever it takes.
Hey, Jaylen, straight ahead. Mike Sealski from the Philadelphia Inquirer. This is a franchise that hasn't won a championship since 1983. It can be a pretty pressured market, and you obviously played in a pretty pressured market in Boston. How do you handle that? Do you let it in? Do you shut it out? Are you aware of it? Obviously you're kind of part of the media too in the discussion about yourself and whatever team you might be on. How do you handle that kind of external pressure that comes with playing with a team expected to win a championship?
That's a good question. I think at different points in my career, how I've handled pressure would probably look different. At this point now, I probably ignore a lot of it, or just like kind of let it just be water under the bridge. My relationship with the media hasn't always been the best. That's part of the reason why I started streaming and stuff like that. But for me, how I handle pressure, I played in Boston for the last 10 years, and the pressure is high there. It's title town. They expect to win every single year, and they're always looking for someone to blame. So some of those years it was me, and so I've been through that. You know what I mean? So all I come with is my work ethic, my mentality, impact on winning, and that's just my approach. Like I come with nothing else matter. Like just how do we win games?
Final two questions. We'll go to Jaylen. Tony Jones from The Athletic again. Just if you can put yourself in a bird's eye view, because I know you're a player and you're close to this. Can you describe, Philadelphia's offseason to you in terms of, just a collective and getting you and, being able to get LeBron, but also, Dean Wade and Anthony Simons, just, everything that, the front office was able to accomplish. And, what were your thoughts on that, just kind of on the collective?
I think they did a great job. Obviously, on paper, we're excellent, I think. So we have a lot of talent, compared to other teams in the league. But I've been around a long time, long enough to know that just what you have on paper don't really mean nothing. Doesn't really, it can if you put the work in, but it also, if you allow distractions, if you allow the media to get into your locker room, if you allow certain things and the personalities don't work, it can be a detriment. So I'm aware that, it could go either way. It just takes the amount of work and the transparency and the leadership can really guide this thing or not. So for me, I'm just focused on that. How can I, lead with my heart, lead with my work, my mentality. Obviously on paper, we look great, but like let's all slow down. It takes real work every single day in order to make something like this happen. So for me, the work has started already. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not a stranger to work. My relationship with work is great. So I'm looking forward to doing whatever it is I need to do, whoever I need to talk to make sure that we get on the same page and that everybody's focused on the same thing. Because that we do that, then we'll be where we want to be.
Final question, back left, Gary Washburn.
Jaylen, Gary Washburn, Boston Globe. How difficult have the past 6 weeks been? You were obviously open for, the Giannis trade potentially didn't go through. Then you were kind of dangled out there for a while, and people started kind of dissecting your game, dissecting your personality, your impact in the locker room. How did you deal with that, and how difficult was that? And now are you motivated to change what people think of you?
Yeah, how difficult? What's the honest? How do I answer that, Gary? I don't know. I feel like I've dealt with that for a while, internally, externally. You know what I mean? I just choose to not focus on. I choose to focus on what I focus on. Obviously, it got to a threshold this offseason that was a little bit higher than it's been in the past, right? Where I think people attacked my character. Someone even went as far as said I had a disease, you know. So it's been a crazy transition, to be honest. But none of it is completely surprising, you know. Even though like some of these things were said externally, you know, internally, and through organization and stuff like that, there's been conversations that, you know. So to be honest, how surprised was I? I wasn't that surprised. It's just been a crazy process and transition. And then obviously getting traded to the Sixers, like somebody that you competed against for the last 10 years, you know, someone that you've just been a rival, and that was a process too. So it's been a lot of stuff, and then having to move your family and move places, and it has been a lot. But, you know, people deal with it every day. You know, people have to change, relocate. You know, players, you know, I'm not complaining up here. I mean, I appreciate you asking the question, but it is what it is. So, like, let's get to it.